Welcome to Bayes University, Abuja, Nigeria, with a legacy of excellence and a vision for nurturing future leaders. Bayes University is in a league of its own. We're all about our people, processes, and technology.
Bayes is one of the highly rated universities in Nigeria in terms of product quality standards.
We don't just produce graduates, but groom people into employers of labor.
And it has made us understand that learning is all about three things. We learn, we unlearn, and we relearn.
Bayes University Hospital offers a range of specialized services equipped with the latest technology, manned by a team of trusted professionals. And now, our vision extends beyond our walls with the Baba Ahmed University in Kano following our lead. Join us at Bayes University and invest in your future today.
Bayes University is the institution that you will get the best value for money education in Nigeria.
Bayes University. Learn to live.
Hello and welcome to all viewers in Nigeria and around the world to meet the news here on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I'm Edikan Michael. Vice President Kashim Shettima has reiterated the federal government's commitment to the advancement, security, and welfare of the citizens. Shettima gave the assurance when he led a federal government delegation to offer condolences to the Minister of State for Police Affairs, Suleiman Ibrahim, in Kefi, the Nasarawa state capital. The minister lost a mother, Mrs. Aisha Suleiman, on Thursday at the age of 66. Shettima, who was represented by President Bola Tinubu, was accompanied by the national chairman of All Progressive Congress, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Abubakar Kayuri, and the Deputy Governor of Nasarawa State, Dr. Emmanuel Akabe. 27 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory have failed to access the 36.1 billion naira education fund provided by the Universal Basic Education Commission in 2023. The 36.1 billion naira figure is obtained from a document prepared by UBEC in March 2024, which showed how state-by-state matching grants were not assessed. The document, which was signed by UBEC's Director of Finance and Accounts, Adamu Misol, said the sum of 36.1 billion naira was not assessed by the state. According to the data on the document, Jigawa, Sokoto, and Zamfara State in the northwest, Borno and Taraba State in the northeast, Nasarawa State in the north central, Ondo State in the southwest, Enugu State in the southeast, and Delta State in the south-south have all fully accessed their funds. The Defense Police Officers' Wife Association has pledged to support all relevant security agencies to curb drug abuse and sex exploitation of teenagers in the country. President's Defense Police Officers' Wife Associations made this known at an event to commemorate the one-year anniversary as the 15th DEPOA president in Abuja. Kikolo Mokere has the details.
Sexual exploitation is a serious violation of human rights, affecting millions of people worldwide, particularly women and children, which is devastating, causing physical and emotional harm, stigma, shame, and even death. President Defense Police Officers' Wives Association, Ogogo Musa, says celebrating the 1 year in the office with the Barrack children and youth is aimed to raise awareness of the danger of illicit drugs as well as sex exploitation, as many cases are underreported.
We saw the need that this should be done because we've been hearing reports here and there, and to mark my money before we go for that, as you heard earlier, we have plans in place to reach out to different schools. They wanted to start with this just to enlighten people and then to see to it that some of these things are really reduced.
Stakeholders at the event says there is need to address the menace of drug abuse and sex exploitation through education, policy, and legal reforms.
About drug abuse, for them to understand that there are dangers in using drugs and it's quite detrimental to their health. We also went ahead to talk to them about how to prevent drug addiction or how to prevent use of drugs, the coping strategies they should use.
When it comes to issues of rape, there's a way the evidence of rape is being taken. You have to take from the sperm on the victim, and also take on the accused perpetrator. So if you don't do it at the right time, if you don't do it at the right time, there's a problem.
Sex exploitation and drug abuse can both be the result of deeper issues such as low self-esteem or history of physical or sexual abuse. The highlights to commemorate the one-year anniversary were presentation by NYSC cultural troops and cutting of the cake. Kikelomo Ukeri, Global Television News.
The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, and the Association of Local Government of Nigeria, ALGAN, have agreed to work together to curb the menace of substance abuse and illicit drug trafficking in communities across the country. This was one of the agreements reached at a meeting when the national president of ALGAN, Aminu Musa, led other leaders of the umbrella body for all local government chairmen in the country on a courtesy visit to the chairman, chief executive officer of NDLEA, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba, at the agency's headquarters in Abuja. Now, the National Insurance Commission has pledged to integrate artificial intelligence into the Nigerian insurance sector. This move aligns with the federal government's National Artificial Intelligence Strategy, which aims to position Nigeria as Africa's AI hub. Commissioner for Insurance, Mr. Olusegun, made this disclosure at the 2024 Nigeria Artificial Society's annual industry conference in Abuja. The Turkish Embassy in Nigeria has confirmed that there is no visa ban on Nigerian passport holders as against reports that have been raised concern. On Thursday, reports surfaced suggesting that Ethiopia, Turkey and the United Arab Emirates have revoked certain privileges from Nigerian passport holders such as visa on arrival, e-visa and outright passport issues. Specifically, Turkey no longer allows Nigerian passport holders to obtain in its e-visa, which was previously a seamless process. The personal secretary to the Turkish ambassador to Nigeria told newsmen that there is no visa ban on Nigerian passport holders. Away from that, Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project SERAP has urged Mr. Olayomi Kadoso, Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, to account for and explain the whereabouts of the over 100 billion naira dirty and bad note and other large sum of cash awaiting examination which are kept in various branches of the CBN. SERAP, which made the call through a statement issued by its Deputy Director Kolawole, says the allegations are documented in the latest annual report recently published by the Auditor General of the Federation. SERAP also urged him to explain the whereabouts of the 7.2 billion naira budgeted for the construction of the CBN Dutse branch in 2010 and the 4.8 billion naira budgeted for the renovation of CBN Abeokuta branch in 2009, and to publish the names of the contractors who collected the money but failed to complete the project. The Minister of Agriculture, Senator Abubakar Kari, said the government of Saudi Arabia has expressed interest in setting up manufacturing factories in the country for farming. The Minister of Agriculture, Abubakar, said the government of Saudi Arabia expressed this in setting up the farming. He made this disclosure in a statement on his ex-family Twitter account following a meeting with stakeholders from the Middle East state. He said the aim was to support Nigeria's agricultural sector through mechanization by establishing the plant in the country. He also said the Middle Eastern country has pledged to purchase from Nigeria 200,000 metric tons of red meat annually as well as 1 million tons of soya. The federal government has threatened to terminate the contract of Julius Berger and China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation over the handling of Calabar-to Highway. Minister of Works David Umahi gave the two construction companies 1 week to mobilize to cite or face termination of their contract. Speaking in Uyo during a stakeholders engagement on the alignment of Section 3B and 4 of the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway, Umahi gave the contractors matching orders to mobilize the site, saying President Bola Tinubu has released enough funds for the project. And now, in its effort to sustain the ongoing infrastructural development drive in line with its renewed hope agenda, the federal government has announced plans to inaugurate the next phase of Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway from Cross River to Akwa Ibom. The Minister of Works, David Umahi, disclosed this at a stakeholders engagement meeting held at Ibom Hall in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. This was contained in a statement by the Ministry's Director of Information and Public Relations, Edith Ekbayong. The Minister of Police Affairs, Senator Ibrahim, is intervening in the ongoing phase of between the Police Service Commission and the Nigeria Police Force after concluding the recruitment exercise. The PSC Commission on June 4th released a list of 10,000 successful applicants for constable and specialist cadre roles in the Nigeria Police Force. 11 days later, the police rejected the lease over the allegation that the recruitment exercise was marred by corruption and irregularities. No fewer than 21 states in the country are currently without duly elected local government councils. These states are running the affairs of local government councils with caretaker committees appointed by state governors. This is against the provisions of Section 7 of the 1999 Constitution, which guarantees the operation of local government by democratically elected officials. There are 774 local government areas in the country, but the efficiency of the third tiers of government has been hampered by the actions of some governors who have been accused of mismanaging funds meant for the administration of local government. And on a sad note, a former chief of defense staff, Ugehi's death. He died early hours of today after a brief illness. In a statement by the Director of Defense Information, Brigadier General Tukur Gusau, in a statement, confirmed the news of Ugehi's death, saying that the former chief of defense staff died in the early hours of Sunday, June 30th in Abuja. It was said that they have passed on after a brief illness in the early hours of Sunday with the former chief of defense staff between 1999 and 2003. Nigerians have demanded greater transparency and accountability from government regarding its spending priorities. This in response to an alleged plan of the Senate to approve purchase jet for President Bola Tinubu and Vice President Kashim Shettima. Queen Agaba has details.
To acquire a presidential private jet for President Tinubu has elicited widespread public debate, with the majority of Nigerians expressing disapproval due to the prevailing economic hardships.
They are sort of representing themselves and not the masses again, as they were elected. They were primarily elected to represent the masses. They are not. They are representing themselves.
Me, as I stand like this, as a father, you have a father that is okay, father can't take care of this country, can't take care of those people, and they work with those people. And the father, now, if your children they feel hungry, you know how you feel someone. So that people when they are around all this misery, if they didn't no work, find way.
Wow, if the president want to get a presidential jet, no problem, it's good. It's our president. You understand? We cannot say you should not buy a presidential jet. You understand? We want to buy something that is more presidential jet that you want. But if the president has a jet and it's available, which is more than one or two, and he want to buy a new one, it's not a big thing. We can sell those others one. We will sell those other one. You understand? We can buy the money and buy the new current one for him. You understand? So that we will reduce the cost of the new one.
They can't tell me the past president jet has been abandoned just because it's on his own tenure now. He had to get a new jet. So it doesn't work like that. We have so lot of issues in this country already that we are facing. That they should just pity the nation and the hustlers. I don't cast the politicians as hustlers. They are not hustling. We the mere ground floors are the one hustling for them.
Nigerians have called on the government to justify the necessity of the jet purchase and to demonstrate how it will be beneficial to the country. Queen Agaba reporting for Global Television.
You're watching Media News coming to you live from the Nigeria's capital. We're on Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @Global TV Engine or the handles now shown on the screen. When Media News returns, Nigeria's forex reserves hit $34.14 billion. These and other stories coming right after this break. Stay with us.
Are you a food lover? Do you care about your health and nutrition? Are you interested in exploring the diverse culinary traditions from around the world? Then look no further. Introducing Lunch Global on Global Television, a show that takes you on a delicious journey through the world of food, nutrition, and diet. So, whether you're a seasoned foodie, a health enthusiast, or simply curious about the world of food, Lunch Global has something for everyone. Tune in Mondays to Fridays and let your taste bud take you on a journey of flavor, culture, and discovery on Lunch Global. Bon appetit!
Many thanks for assisting with us on Meet the News. Now to foreign scene. The United Nations says they discovered 5 bombs in a wall of Mosul's iconic mosques planted years ago by the Islamic State group during restoration work in a northern Iraqi city. 5 large-scale explosive devices designed to trigger a massive destruction of the site were found in the southern wall of the prayer hall on Tuesday by the UNESCO's team working at the site. The Mosul's mosques and the adjacent laning, nicknamed Al-Haba or the Hunchback, which date from the 12th century, were destroyed during the battle to retake the city from the IS. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says his country is ending the intense phase of the war in Gaza. However, fighting continues to rage as Israeli troops and tanks advance into the north and Rafah in the south. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin says his country is ending the intense phase of the war in Gaza and signals a shift of focus to the simmering conflict on the country's northern border with Lebanon. And now to business. Nigeria's reserve have continued an upward trajectory, hitting $34.14 billion on Friday, having appreciated by 4.06% from $32.24 billion on June 3, 2024. Data from the Central Bank of Nigeria has shown the country's reserves are boosted by the latest rounds of loans and the federal government got from the World Bank in May. The Bureau of Public Enterprises disclosed that the federal government had secured $500 million World Bank loan to bolster the country's electricity distribution sector. Also, the World Bank revealed that the country will get $2.25 billion support to enable it to stabilize the economy. And now to sports. Canada held 2015 and 2016 Copa American champions Chile to a 0-0 draw in Orlando, which was enough to see the Canadians into the last 8. Chile needed a victory to leapfrog the Canadians into the knockout rounds, but were left with a mountain to climb early in the game when Gabriel Suazo was dismissed for the second yellow card after only 27 minutes. And that's the package on Meet the News coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on Star Times, channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles now showing the screen. I'm Edika Mike. Thanks for watching. See you again.